Hi everyone, it's Kim Angel Dream Crafts, and I'm here with my second design team project for Craft Supplies for You. And this time I have created a lace pocket page book, and I was actually inspired by something in my stash, which is these beautiful and gorgeous napkins that were gifted to me by my friend Siobhan, who is Pearl and Button here on YouTube. Hi Siobhan. And she sent these to me a while ago, and I love them. They're such a beautiful color. They're like a creamy ivory color, and they've got the most beautiful flowers on them. I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up, but it's just beautiful. They're really pretty. So I used two of them for this book, and what I did was they were big sort of squares, and I put felt in between them and then flipped up the end, and then I sewed them all the way around, and then in the middle I'll show you on the inside where I sewed to make two pockets. So that's how I made the base. And then I started to embellish it, and this is the back, as you can see, and I've used lots of beautiful gorgeous things from KS4U. So let me flip it over, and this is what I created. And the other thing that was inspiring to me, well, a few things really, was this image of this beautiful lady, and she's got the most beautiful lace dress on with these big long lace sleeves. I just loved the image. It's so 1920s to me, so I was trying to sort of keep within that mode of how I would decorate. And of course I was inspired by this absolutely stunning pearl buckle that is new in the Craft Supplies for You store. So after I sewed the whole base together, I started with a little, well, it's not a little, a wide eyelash trim, which I showed in my DT video, which is new in the KS4U store. I put that down first because I really wanted it to just be lacy, because she has such beautiful lace on her dress here. And then I used one of the new Battenberg doilies that you can see right here. And then I put my image down. I printed my image and backed it with felt, put it down, and then I cut some bridal appliques that I had in my stash and put some of those on, and then I used a collar piece from KS4U to cut these little flowers out, and I put those down and just kind of went around the image. This piece here was gifted to me by Jane Marge. Hi Jane Marge. And I have another one as well. She gifted me two of them, and I loved it, and I was just waiting for the right project, and this was it. So I put that at the top for a focal point, and then I got some champagne colored satin. It's more like a goldy champagne from my stash in fabric, and then I just folded it, and then I put some flat lace that I had over top of that, and then I slid it through this beautiful, I just love this pearl buckle. I love it. It's so pretty. So it's just gorgeous. So I put that on the front and I went around the edging with this pretty lace from KS4U. I gathered this up with a needle and thread, and it's really pretty. It has these beautiful little flowers on it. So I gathered that all up and went around with that. And then underneath that is another gathered trim from the KS4U store, which is this one right here. So that's what's gathered there. And then I did attach this beautiful satin bow. And if you're in Canada, that's where I get my ribbon from. Oops. Is from Dollarama, and this is a Canadian dollar store, and that's where I got the ribbon from. So let me just open it so I can open the back of the book, and then I'll show you the inside as well. So let me just open it this way first. So I went along with several trims from the KS4U store, so let me get here. First I used the beautiful fringe trim right here, and I went all the way along. And then I used this beautiful Venice lace here from Julie's store. all the way along. And I tried to keep it in whites and very light ivories. I didn't use like any darker cream colored tones because I just wanted the base to have that color. So I just kind of stayed, you know, with the whites and like bright whites and whites. And you can even see the difference in the color in the whites. It's crazy. There's so many different colors of white. Then I used this trim, which is a crochet trim from KS4U. And then finally, one of my most favorite trims is this beautiful rose dangle trim from Julie's store. And I went all the way across with that. And I love how that came out. And on the back, I added just a single applique here of the rose trim. I just put one here in the corner just to finish it off. And I added a little cameo and some little tiny resin flowers, and they've got a little tiny rhinestone in them on the front there. So that is the front of my book and the back of my book. And then when you open it, on the inside, I sewed all the way around after I folded it up, and I made these two really deep pockets. So soft. I love, and you can see how beautiful that napkin is. Now I hope the camera will pick that up. It's just beautiful. And I used some store this chevron trim. This is beautiful trim. It's an unusual shape, and it's kind of like Art Deco to me, and that's what the image was making me think, sort of 1920s Art Deco type period. And it's got like satin top stitching on it. It's so soft and so pretty. I love this image, this lace. And let's see, I went all the way around the edge with this trim here, another new one in Julie's store. It's so pretty. Look at how pretty that is. And again, it's got the beautiful satin stitching on top, so they're incredibly soft trims. And then I used the cream colored rosette trim here all the way along. And then on the bottom, I used this trim, which Julie's had for a little bit. I think she still has it in stock, but I'm not sure. You'd have to check. We call it the picket fence trim. So you'd have to check and see if she's got this. I'm not sure. She might be sold out of that. This was just one that I've had for a little bit because I love it so much. I've been kind of hoarding it, but I really wanted to use it on this project. So I put that down first, and then another Venice trim underneath that from KS4U. And I didn't add too many more because there were so many laces on the outside already. So that is my pocket page book that I created for my second DT project. And it just ties up with this very lush satin ribbon here. I just felt like, you know, I wanted to do something in these colors. I love gold and cream together. They just look really rich. So that's my book. So, of course, the links to craft supplies for you will be in the description box for you guys, and I will be back with another video soon. And make sure you check out the coupon codes that Julie also has in her store as well. And I'll be back with another video soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.